Well, cast your mind back to February last year and you may remember the excitement when NASA successfully landed its Perseverance rover on Mars.
Is there life on Mars? It's a question scientists have pondered for years. But now we might be close to an answer.
Mars, our rust-red neighbor, isn't just another dusty rock in space. Its thin atmosphere and freezing deserts hide a wild personality. Towering dust storms can engulf the entire planet. Temperatures plunge so low that carbon dioxide freezes into frost, and Mars quakes rumble almost daily. It's no wonder this mysterious world keeps scientists busy. And then, in 2022, something caught everyone's attention. A photo that went viral. An eerie alien doorway. NASA's Curiosity rover snapped it, sparking wild theories. Though it turned out to be just a naturally eroded crevice, it raised a tantalizing question. What else lurks on Mars waiting to be discovered? Stick around, because today we'll uncover the strangest finds ever sent back from the red planet. The mystery of Mars tubes. Among the many features captured by the Mars Global Surveyor, none are as puzzling or mesmerizing as the so-called glass tubes. Discovered by independent researchers from the Enterprise mission team, these structures stand out in over 20,000 publicly released images. They stretch across the desolate Martian landscape like veins of mystery, translucent, tubular formations, seemingly too precise to be the work of chance. At regular intervals, rib-like supports can be seen, adding to their unnatural, almost engineered appearance. The scale of these structures is staggering, spanning miles across the planet's surface. Their diameters are estimated at an incredible 600 feet. Some argue these formations could be the result of geological processes, perhaps natural crystalline patterns, or ancient molds filled with sediment. Others suggest something even more fascinating, an origin rooted in biology or technology. Speculation doesn't stop there. Some believe these tubes may be remnants of a sophisticated civilization, maybe water pipes or an underground rapid transit system designed by intelligent beings. If these theories hold water, it would rewrite everything we think we know about our celestial neighbor. Could these enigmatic structures hint at an underground Martian society still thriving today? What secrets lie beneath Mars' barren surface? These haunting questions keep us looking to the skies, driven to uncover the truth about the mysterious tubes of Mars. Dark green spots on Mars. Near Mars' south pole, strange dark spots appear, vanish, and reappear with the seasons. Could they be a sign of life on the red planet? No one knows for sure, but a group of Hungarian scientists has a theory that's as bold as it is fascinating. András Horváth, Tibor Ganti, and Urs Shatmari suggest these spots might not just be random formations, they could be colonies of photosynthetic bacteria adapting to Mars's harsh cycles. These spots emerge on the dunes of craters near the poles, appearing in late winter and disappearing by summer. They follow a curious pattern, forming at the edges of dune fields but rarely on the ridges. Their shape changes too, circular on flat land but stretched on slopes. Traditional geological explanations struggle to account for these details, leading the Hungarian researchers to propose something revolutionary: a biological origin. They believe these spots are microbial colonies surviving beneath a layer of ice during the Martian winter. As sunlight returns in early spring, it penetrates the ice, allowing these microorganisms to photosynthesize and heat their surroundings. This melts the ice just enough to create tiny pockets of water, a lifeline in Mars' unforgiving environment. Protected from evaporation by the remaining ice, the microbes thrive briefly, revealing themselves as dark spots with a grayish halo. But as the ice fully melts, they dry out rapidly, leaving behind dark, lifeless centers. This cycle, tied so closely to the Martian seasons, could explain why many of these spots show that eerie black core surrounded by a ghostly gray aureole. Blueberries, a jelly donut, and a doorway. In May 2022, Curiosity captured an image that left Earthlings stunned. A structure that looked like a neatly carved doorway in a Martian cliff. The rectangular opening, just about a foot tall, seemed almost too precise to be natural. Speculation ran wild. Was this evidence of an ancient Martian civilization? Or could it hint at something even stranger? Scientists, however, offered a less dramatic explanation. They suggested the doorway was a natural rock fracture, formed through a process called differential erosion. Over millions of years, softer rock eroded away faster than the surrounding, harder layers, creating the illusion of an entryway. Add in the occasional Marsquake, and the stage is set for such peculiar formations. While the doorway wasn't proof of alien architects, it reignited curiosity about Mars' geological secrets. But this wasn't the first time Mars had surprised us with its oddities. Shortly after Opportunity landed, it discovered strange, spherical rocks scattered across the terrain. Dubbed blueberries, these tiny formations hinted at Mars' watery past. Scientists believe they formed in water-rich environments, adding to the growing evidence that Mars was once a wet world. Then came something even stranger, a rock that looked eerily like a powdered jelly donut. On January 8, 2014, Opportunity's camera revealed a peculiar object sitting in a previously empty spot. Its sudden appearance baffled scientists and enthusiasts alike. Where had it come from? Some theories veered into the outlandish, even prompting a lawsuit against NASA for more answers. The truth, as it turned out, was simpler. The rover had likely flipped the rock while maneuvering. Its white, powdery outer layer and reddish core were freshly exposed, untouched by Mars's atmosphere for billions of years. The dinosaur skull. Among the countless images beamed back from NASA's Curiosity rover, some stand out in ways that ignite our imaginations. One such image, taken in June 2013 during Sol 297, appears to show something extraordinary: a rock resembling a dinosaur skull. Found in the Glenelg region, an area scientists believe was once a flowing stream bed, this formation drew attention not for its scientific implications, but for its uncanny resemblance to a prehistoric relic. Scott Waring of UFO Sightings Daily called it the ancient dinosaur skull, pointing out details like what he described as a nostril, a jaw hinge, and even a lower jaw. The image's eerie familiarity captivated many, sparking speculation about what it could mean for Mars's history. But experts see something far less mysterious. This is likely a classic case of pareidolia, the human brain's tendency to find familiar patterns in random shapes. The skull is no more than a trick of light, shadow, and erosion shaped by Mars' relentless winds over millennia. Still, these moments remind us of our deep longing to explore, to uncover the unknown, and to search for signs that life might exist beyond Earth, to hope that out there, we are not alone. The hidden waters of Mars. Mars is a planet of extremes, we know that. It's a world where towering mountains scrape the skies and vast canyons stretch across its desolate surface. But beneath its cold, red facade lies a story of water, life, and change that's far more complex than we ever imagined. For years, scientists believed that Mars water disappeared about 3 billion years ago, leaving behind the dry, frozen desert we know today. But now new evidence is rewriting that timeline in dramatic ways. Researchers studying data from NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, have found signs of liquid water on Mars as recently as 2 to 2.5 billion years ago, a billion years more recent than we thought. How? The answer lies in the traces left behind by icy meltwater. Scattered across the Martian surface are chloride salt deposits, the kind formed when water evaporates. These salts aren't just proof that water once existed. They're proof it lingered far longer than anyone expected. To understand this discovery, scientists turned to advanced tools aboard the MRO, like the Compact Reconnaissance Imaging Spectrometer for Mars, CRISM. This instrument helped researchers map the southern hemisphere's ancient, clay-rich highlands, revealing salt deposits nestled in depressions and along volcanic plains. Craters around these areas told a story of time. The fewer the craters, the younger the landscape. With this method, researchers dated the salty residues and confirmed they were much younger than anticipated. Twisting dry channels nearby show where ancient streams once carved the land, flowing into ponds fed by melting ice or permafrost. What does this mean for the story of Mars? If liquid water existed for so much longer, could life have survived there too? The salty trails open the door to thrilling possibilities. Microbial life may have clung to existence on Mars for far longer than we've dared to imagine. And while we unravel this mystery, Mars continues to amaze. Did you know it's home to the tallest mountain and the deepest valley in the solar system? Olympus Mons, a colossal volcano, stands 3 times taller than Mount Everest. And then there's Valles Marineris, a canyon so massive it stretches nearly 2,500 miles, about the width of Australia. These features aren't just geological marvels. They hint at a wetter Mars. The canyons of Valles Marineris show evidence of being carved by water, with layered sediments that tell a story of ancient rivers and lakes. Scientists believe that the Valles Marineris was formed mostly by rifting of the crust as it stretched. Individual canyons in the system can be up to 100 kilometers wide. The canyons meet in the center of the Valles Marineris, spanning up to 600 kilometers. Large channels emerging from the ends of several canyons, as well as stratified sediments within, indicate that the canyons were previously filled with liquid water. The discovery of salt deposits and the possibility of more recent water challenge everything we thought we knew about Mars. It's a planet that's still revealing its secrets, bit by bit, image by image. And as we piece together its history, one thing becomes clear. Mars was, and maybe still is, a planet of possibilities. Let's hear what you think about these weird things discovered on Mars in the comments section. Before you leave, turn on notifications and subscribe to our channel for more.